What's up, guys? Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Morning. Happy Friday. Thank you, Fancy. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Today, actually, market looks good, so I'm kind of excited for today's session. Hopefully, we can make some good money, cash flow to wrap up the week. It's been one good day, one slow day, one good day, slow day. It's kind of been a week. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It was a couple of days ago, but who's counting? Once you turn a certain age, you stop counting, right? We'll get started soon. We'll give it a minute and then we'll get started. In the meantime, smash that like button, guys. Smash that subscribe button. And we'll jump straight to the charts. Just me today. And I cleaned my charts a little bit for you guys so that it doesn't look super chaotic. Do you think you would ever retire? I am retired, man. I'm doing what I love. I don't think trading is work. I just think it's something I like to do. All right, I think we can get started. It's a minute in. All right, welcome in, guys. Happy Friday. It's a lot to unpack. Market is ripping. The last time we had, I think you guys saw me on live, was last Friday. And before that, Stock Tuesday. This week, there was no Stock Tuesdays. We have a lot to unpack. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to go over the economic calendar as usual. So today is Friday, July the 18th. So you guys can see we don't have a lot except the 10 a.m. mark. We have the consumer sentiment, something to be wary of, but I don't know if that's going to be a market mover today. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, if consumer sentiment is also high, market could rip even more. So we'll have to wait and see, right? Doesn't matter what our opinion is. We'll see when the data drops. We are going to see how the market reacts to it. And as for next week, we got earnings season kicking off. We got Netflix earnings yesterday. It's kind of flat. I have to see what it is are doing today. And next week we have more companies reporting, so looking forward to that. Powell talks on Tuesday. You guys can see he is talking at 8:30 a.m. And we got initial jobless claims, PMI, and a few other things also next week. But that's next week's problem. We don't really care about next week's problem today. Okay, so today is the only thing we have to be watching for is the consumer sentiment. And once that's done, we don't have anything, assuming Trump doesn't say anything else. Okay, the Powell firing thing is kind of cooking. I don't know if that's going to happen, or if it's just they just like kind of did a teaser. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see. So be careful over trading today. Once you're done, try to call it a day quickly. All right. So jumping back to the charts, let's start with SPY. I mean, there's nothing really to say. The thing is, the biggest problem that happened was this is the consolidation period, right? I'm going to zoom out a little so you guys can see. Remember, if you guys have been attending these webinars, these Stock Tuesday episodes, and SPY was here around 590, right? When we had the break, we said that, okay, we're finally breaking to the upside. This is it. And ever since, we have just been EMAing, okay? Right from this 590 area, we've been EMAing on the 4-hour chart up until 626, right? We've been doing nothing more than just retracing, and even then, we have been retesting the 1 hour, like the demand here, and then we popped higher, and then we tested here, popped higher, came back to the same area again yesterday, 618, right? Yesterday, if you guys didn't know, we had, not yesterday, day before yesterday, right? They said the Powell was going to be fired, the news, we popped, and then this is when the 623.58 got rejected. We dropped back down, took liquidity from the same 4-hour zone. I'm going to extend this little box here, okay, so you guys can see, right? Same 4-hour zone, and we closed very strong, close to 625. Yesterday market was pretty simple also. We opened around 624, ripped straight into supply, 625, popped clear of that, and then went back to all-time highs, retested this area here. If you guys can see, there's this level here, popped back into close. Now the question is, what are we going to do today? Okay, the question is, what are we going to do today? Now I'm going to extend my boxes here so you guys can see pretty clearly. but this is essentially an area that I'm watching today. All right, this is what I want to see. If I highlight it, it's at 626. 626 is going to be my retest area today. I don't know if we're getting it. We are already close to 629 right now pre-market, but 626 is the level for me today on the day. 620, if you lose 626, the next level I have is 625. Under 625, sentiment flips to bearish because they have locked a few people in here again at these highs. If they have a false breakout and we lose 625, we'll turn bearish. So at all costs, I want to see 626 hold. 625 is last line of defense. Okay, 626 needs to hold today. That is the bull side level. As for upside moves, I mean, we have 630 and then 631, 632, it's all-time high. So basically, every time we set a high, we just have to make sure trend holds and more levels are going to be created. So we really can't be doing much at the upside. Once levels are formed, we're going to find. But today, 629 is going to be, 626 is going to be my pivotal level. All right, I'm going to jump to QQQ for QQQ traders. I mean, same concept here, right? Look at this. 550, 558 level. This was the breakout from the previous day. We ripped past it. This is equivalent to SPY 625. Okay, so this is again, this is a much more cleaner chart and much more stronger chart. You guys can see when the correction happened on SPY, QQQ barely dropped, right? Tech barely dropped and did not move as much as SPY. So QQQ is much more aggressive and strong. And if you guys remember what I said on live yesterday, I said that tech did not participate. Tesla did not move, Meta did not move, Apple did not move, NVDA did not move. None of the big tech names participated in the SPY's rally yesterday. So if today, the biggest indicator for us, if the market is going to go higher or not, is to see if tech has any appetite. If tech has appetite, today could be a big day in the market. Okay. Now, if tech sells off today again, and let's say the other sectors like banks also sells off, SPY could break down and lose that 625. So today's action is going to be very important. We have to see the first maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes to see if SPY has the, if the tech has the appetite to, kind of a boost SPY and QQQ back above the new all-time highs, or are we going to sell off? Okay. So for QQQ level upside, I'm going to mark another level here around this 560, right? So this is a one level, and the pivotal area again is going to be somewhere around this area here. Okay. So these two zones, I'm going to draw a little green box for you guys. Is going to be the buy zone, okay? This area here, okay, around 558 to 558.50, okay? So these two areas are going to be the must-hold levels for QQQ, okay? And we're going to see. It's going to be an interesting session because I want to see if tech participates, okay? I'm going to jump to ES now. For futures traders, ES, very similar charts. Again, ES is like, it's just like so good. All of these charts look so good, but the problem is we're not getting any continuation. Okay, we're not getting any continuations here. And this is the level that I have here on ES. 6326, this will be the pivotal area, very similar to SPY 626 area, right? So this is a must hold area. If this thing flips under pre-market, we can watch for a reclaim trade. Okay. Yes, guys, hit the thumbs up button. If you guys are just joining in, hit the like button, subscribe button. Thank you for the support. But yeah, this is the area that I want to watch for ES. This is a must-hold area. Markets are in a real frenzy, right? People always come to me and say that, hey, Unrav, that's bad news. Why are we going up? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what you think, what I think. Market is right. What you may think is bad news is good news for the market. And a new Fed chair guarantees immediate cuts. That means more money freeing up for the market, more liquidity. More liquidity means more cash flow into the market. Okay, that means market can go higher. It's as simple as that. Market is very simple in its thought process. It doesn't have emotions. Someone said they wanted NQ. All right, let's look at NQ. I don't think I have a lot of levels on NQ, to be honest. I don't really watch NQ, but I'll just plot some quick levels for you guys. Here, this is the area that you want to kind of have. So these two zones here, maybe a little higher, right? Let me pop a little higher. There. Okay. So it's 23,171. That's the must-hold level for NQ. Okay. Yes, Tesla is the next chart I will show you guys. Don't worry. I'm sure some of you are degens and keep swinging shit, even though I tell you not to swing. But I'll open Tesla next. All right. I know this is a little chaotic chart, but I'll show you guys what it is that we're watching today. All right. So first up, Tesla. We had a drop earlier in the week, right? This was the big drop, and we had a very strong reclaim of 312, which was 2 days ago, and then we went to 318 and reclaimed that. Yesterday we popped back into the same supply. This is the breakout that area here, 324, 325, right? And this is looking like it wants a test here, okay? And then what happened? We kept holding. None of the tech participated yesterday. It tried like 3 or 4 times to break out and couldn't break out. And it sold off as a result. But good thing, look at this. 318 area tested, popped back up again. Now, I don't even have to tell you guys what the setup is because it's so clear, right? It's so clear. We've had several attempts at the test here. We've failed. We have trapped shots right under this area here, and we're popping right back up here. Yesterday, if you guys remember my levels to go long, it was 321, 321.50. We're at that level pre-market. Okay? So if you have a strong open and a pullback into that area, 321.50, 3150 area, and we hold, we can go long there. Or a much more clearer long is above this green box here. Okay? So a strong candle above this and a retest at this 324, we go long. Okay? So we need to clear 324, we need to clear 325, and we need to get a big strong candle here, and then a retest around 324. And we can long here. Okay, now we can't long into weakness because if this thing sells and loses 318, this could come back here. Okay, the next demand is here. So if it loses this 318 area, we could actually trade it short side and maybe even go until 315 or 312. Okay, this is a bi-directional trade. They trapped longs here. Now they trap shorts here under 320. Okay, if market opens strong, this has squeeze potential. Okay. Wait, what is Brad saying? Is he saying something? Okay, I didn't see it. All right. So that's what the Tesla I'm watching, guys. You guys will know. I'll signal it. I've been eyeing it. I like the tape on this. I've been trading it for a few days now. Tesla, I caught it here yesterday. A couple of scalps, one small loss, and over here today, maybe we'll get the bigger 100% trade. Okay. So if there's something good on the tape, I will signal it. This is one of my main watches today. Okay, so either about 325 plus, retest of 324, or if we get a strong ass open and a retest of 321.50, we can get a dip entry also. We'll see how it opens. As for Meta, you guys know, so this is when a lot of people are trying to chase Meta, right, around 750. Now, knowing Meta, I know this was not going to happen, and this is why I started signaling shots on Meta in this area, right? And then we popped here, and I signaled another shot on this area last week. Every time it popped to this green box, that's when I flipped long. Okay, this is where, if you guys remember, a few days ago earlier in the week, we had a retest of 320 and we popped to 720 and we popped to 724. We did 15% and we were forced to trail out of that position. Okay, so every time we lose this green box, it's Armageddon. Okay, we lose this green box, it's Armageddon, right? Same thing over here. We lose this, we go down. Now, the problem for Meta is a lot of longs are trapped here, a lot of longs are trapped here, a lot of longs are trapped here, right? Now, 700 was their ultimate stop. We dipped under 700 a few times and reclaimed. Now, for any kind of upside move, I need at least 710, 715 reclaim. Okay, I will not long Meta until we get at least one of the lost supply demand zones reclaim. Okay, so I will not long this. You will not see me long this. Maybe in fact I will just short this. Okay, so the next demand around is around 680. If we drop here, maybe we'll get a dip and reclaim kind of trade. But Meta, you guys know there is a particular way to trade Meta. You can't trade Meta a certain way, and if you do, you'll get clapped. So for those of you that end up swinging and everything and hoping we'll go back to highs, this is not. You're not going to trade on hopes and dreams and hope that everything works. Okay, this is a trend flipping here on Meta, and this was early to the party and first to exit. So if there is a reclaim of one of these levels, I like it long. Otherwise, this is a short trade for me. The supply here is 708, so bearish as long as under is 708. That is the supply zone for my Meta here, this level here. Okay, and for downsides, if we get to 680 flush and reclaim, we can go for a little dead cat bounce long. Okay. So for green box here, it's around 715 to 717. Any next chart? What do you guys want? NVDA? Wow, Beauty. Beautiful, beautiful. NVIDIA is going to 180. NVIDIA is going to 180. That the news really helped them H2. So if you guys were attending Stock Tuesdays, I'll tell you, every time NVIDIA, that is the only thing that can boost their numbers even more. Them getting their restrictions lifted for selling to China. And market is doing just that very, very, very strong. Retest level for NVIDIA is that 172 level now. So this is the must-hold level for NVIDIA. 170, 160 to 172. I'm going to draw a little green box for you guys. This is the level to watch today. Okay, so if we are going to get a retest on this area and we hold, this is a long spot, and really can't trade all time high. We need a pullback, right? This is just going up and up and up. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, NVIDIA is not tradable. If you guys have been swinging this, you'll make money. But day trading wise, it's just up and down, up and down, up and down. There's not a lot of ranges over here on this. Okay, so I would, if we get a nice retest and hold, we can take this trade. Otherwise, we have to trade something else. We already did SPY, we did NVIDIA. Let me try to do AMD and then AVGO. Now, AMD is pretty interesting. They also had a lot of new information supporting their earnings are going to improve. But these last few days, I've been watching AMD, it feels toppy. Okay? It feels super toppy. And maybe this is a name just like NVIDIA, just like Meta is going to correct. Okay? We have to keep an eye on it. Now, the levels to hold basically will be around this area here, right? So we need to hold this zone here, 156.80, 158.50, right? So this is the ultimate zone. So this level needs to hold here. If we break this level, it could be a slippery slope back into 154. The next demand is 152. All right. I don't really like this to the long side. So I'm just saying what level it is that if you are already long, this is the level that you want to be watching. Okay. And PLTR. Oh wow, yeah, look at this, guys. If you attended Stock Tuesdays, you know what I was telling you about PLTR, right? This area here is the long spot. So if you guys remember, attended, go watch my past YouTube videos. This is the long spot. We have to wait for a reclaim of this area, and I said we will retest this zone back here again and then rip. Look where we are right now, right? Very classic, right? Now, this move is becoming a big trending mover again, and we still haven't like kind of squeezed here. We broke all-time highs and squeezing. So any retest of this, I'm going to draw this box here for you guys. Okay, any retest of this area here, 150 to 151 is a long spot. So if you see this drop here quickly like a flash, I don't know how PLT, like the way PLTR moves and bids hold, you watch it on a hold or a reclaim. Okay, this is a chart that looks really nice. And you just take it as long as levels hold. If levels loses, you are going to see a little bit of a sell back into these areas here. Okay. Coin, NDX. Let's look at Netflix. Netflix reported earnings. I bet that is a dud, but yeah, this is a dud. We are going to have some premiums like falling. So if you guys can see, this is my box here on Netflix. So if we can get back here around this area, 1220 to 1230, if we get a bid around this area, we could potentially trade it long side. Upside here, we really can't trade it. This is a very choppy range. So we need like an extended move and then bids hold. So keep an eye on these levels, 1220. And then the next level I have is not 1200. 1200 we can't trade it. Or maybe here. Okay, 1190. That's $50 away. It's $80. I don't think Netflix will drop that much, but could be wrong. Okay. Before I look at the next chart, guys, please smash the like button. It'll help me with the algos. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Next chart, Microsoft. What is Microsoft up to? Oh, same chart as AMD. See this toppy out on the 4 hour? So this is either a sign that we're going to rip like the next leg, or we're going to get a massive retracement on this. Okay. So 4 hour, four candles. I call it the 4 horsemen. Okay. So we get 4 hours of chops, then usually you get followed by a retracement back to demand. In this case, it's around 506.70. This area here, right? 508. So either we're going to get it here, a retest. It's going to ride perfect level, yeah. Or we are going to just continue to break out because this means that the stock's ready for the next leg. We get like four candles like this. That's a chance that we're gonna go. Okay. Tech companies will run natural today. Keep an eye on Mark Circle. Okay. AVGO. All right, let's look at AVGO. Yeah, it's a straight tear. If you guys remember, I was saying this 275 level. Oh man, this looks so good. Unfortunately, it's the same chart. You just gotta pick your poison today. It's the same chart. I keep looking at all these charts, and they all look the same. Either market's either going to make a big leg to the upside, or they're all going to massively fail. So today's session is going to be very important. Don't fuck around and find out. Just wait for confirmation. I'm also going to be patient today, especially at the open, because market's either going to rip like crazy, or we are going to dip and rip, or we're going to completely capitulate. So we have to wait and see. They all look the same. All these charts, yes, Carolina, all these charts look the same. And I'm basically just drawing a retest level. That is the sign of a very strong market and unilateral market. What stock look like? For me, Tesla looks A+, because they trapped a lot of shorts under, and then sentiment is negative, so the stock moves the other way, we are going to get a massive move, right? But the question is, it's just like how it is with Meta, right? It's super bullish because everyone is trading a certain way, but if we lose levels, it goes the exact opposite, like colossally. All right, so if we get a strong move, we'll get a massive squeeze, but if the squeeze levels don't hold, right, we'll get a massive dump. So Tesla, keep an eye on that 324, 325 level for upside, and if we lose 318, we can drop to 315, 312, and we maybe even 300. So that's the flip side there. Okay. Coin and then Amazon. Let's look at both of those. Yeah, nothing doing. This was the last green box on coin here, 380 level, and then let me draw a few more boxes for you guys. This is the retest level here. This is the same chart as unfortunately SPY. This is just on a tear. So this is the must hold area. This 400 and 402. So if you get a retest of 400, 402, it's $18 away. You can use it for either long side if it holds, or to the short side if it flips. Okay. Amazon, let's look at Amazon. Amazon, I said 225, yeah, 225 reclaim. You guys can watch it because we flipped 225 here, so shots are here. So if we can take 225 again, this could potentially move to 226. But I don't know why you guys ask for pain. I feel like every Friday you guys ask for Amazon, and you enter just like how Brett enters Amazon and then get chopped out or stopped out. It just doesn't move when you want it to move, right? I don't know why you guys keep asking for Amazon. Amazon's so terrible. I haven't read it at all yet. Okay, no Amazon. What's next one? I know you guys wanted UNH. I'll look at UNH to see what is up. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for you guys. Shit, man. I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, the thing is, it had all the time in the world to break to the upside, and it's not. So it's broken below this green box. If it loses this level here, next is this and this and this. So unfortunately, you gotta wait and see. So hopefully you guys have taken some trims, but this I've covered this in my Stock Tuesday. Go watch previous episode. But this is I don't know. Hopefully you just guys have shares. A lot of puts are expiring. Lots of options are expiring today because market had a big move. We went downside, upside. We're at all-time highs. A lot of names are looking like breaking out. So we could have a massive move today, to be honest. So we have to be patient and very smart today. What is your basis for using boxes versus lines? I mean, I understand my lines, but if I show you what the key levels are, I'll show you using boxes. That's it. Apple, thank you for bringing that up. Big name, I forgot. 210. 210 is the level. Been holding this. Let me draw a little shape for you guys so you guys can see this, right? Look at this. Right, so this is a nice flagging formation happening here on Apple. Could go either way. If we lose this 207, 2078, we drop back here to 205. But if we can reclaim, if you guys look at Tesla, right? So they're assuming these are all short interest. If Apple can successfully clear 212 here, all right? And this is the retest area here, okay? 210 and 211. So this is the box. So if Apple can clear here to 12, we can have a $1 risk or something like that and try to go longs on this. Okay, so we've had enough of a consolidation. My only fear is that today is a Friday. I don't know if we'll have the juice, but this is something to keep an eye on. I think Apple reports in 13 days. Okay, so it's in 2 weeks. So we have a little bit of time to be able to trade this. But this looks nice. Okay, for downside, you can trade at 208. Again, these kind of formations doesn't necessarily always mean bullish. We could go to the downside also. Okay. All right, let's look at one more chart and then we can call it. Let's look at yeah, Apple, Tesla, and Meta. They look like only charts that look like value. NDX, we looked at TM, TTD. Let's look at TTD for a quick minute. I mean, I haven't looked at these levels in a while, but looks like we just rejected supply and we're falling. Okay, so this looks like a bearish chart for me. So if we lose this $80 level, we could bag all of these longs that are above here and we can drop back to this level here. So this is something you can watch for the downside under 80. Take it on a retest though, don't take it on a first break because it could be a liquidity grab. So be careful and wait for a break and then maybe convincing move and then a retest. Okay. All right, let's look at hood. People asking hood. I don't know why you guys want hood. Oh wow, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Looks like a very nice, very long term. You can't day trade it, but oh my god, if you got in here, this is like a 3 or 4x already. So it's a very nice looking chart, and it is good. Yes, Park Avenue Records. I will release that soon. I'm sorry for the delay. It's taking a while for me. MSTR, last chart of the day. Very similar to coins chart. You want to see this 445 level hold. If we lose that, this is the demand here around this area, 430-ish. Maybe 439 would be the next level here, this area here. But you want to make sure that this level holds. Okay, 445 and then 439, and then after that you can have a level at around 430 there. Okay, so these are the levels for MSTR. I will say one thing though. So these kinds of names, right? Make sure you're tracking the individual crypto also. Okay, or else you're gonna find it difficult and get caught in a liquid move. Anyway, guys, we're off of time. Thank you for tuning in. Let's have a great trading day to wrap up the week. Good luck. Trade safe. Be disciplined. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Next Tuesday we'll be back to Stock Tuesdays again. Okay, so I'll if you guys have more questions, if you want to learn more from me, join the next Tuesday live stream as well. It's free, and we'll get it going. Okay, see you guys in live trading. If you guys want to join live trading, the link's in my bio. Okay, you can click on that link and you can do a trial. Okay, see you guys on live. Bye.